people. You know, you want to work with guys that you think you're going to need all day.
Oh, problems right there. Jack Sprague into the wall hard.
Looked like he got run into from behind. Made pretty hard contact.
On lap 14 by the biggest wreck in Busch Grand National history. A $1 million disaster that involved 27 cars.
Brad Peak went down under.
No, he's already gone. Boy, Johnny Benson was very lucky. Sprague may have been looking back saying, "Oh."
Just drove by him. Todd runs up. Looks like he makes a little bit of contact. Jack got into him, got him sideways. And then Todd, and just trying to correct his truck, made some contact with Jack Sprague, and unfortunately Jack's going to really pay the price.
Well, maybe racing isn't so fickle. Maybe he just drove up there and hit him and wrecked himself.
12 and 13 right here. They don't care.
Oh, and Sprague goes around right in front of Mark, and here comes the 9 car for the lead. Jeff Burton takes the lead.
And Sprague is at hard.
Boom. That hurts. Some contact.
Past someone, and right here they're going to make contact. Watch this.
And where you're running a check up on the gas and kind of got them all bottled up there and led to this. Man, that's unbelievable. Look at the flame. Look at it. He's already, look, the steering wheel's coming off. He's already getting out of that car. It's not even stopped yet.
You are going to get out of the car faster.
Here we go. That's Todd Bodine. Might have been just a little bit of contact between Sprague and Bodine. Bodine goes around and Sprague runs into the cars. And look at these cars now. They're going to, Todd Bodine is going to save this car. He's not going to run into the inside wall.
Wow. That was a great job of driving by Todd Bodine. And
what happened to Sprague? Looks like he made some contact with T.J. Clark and got him aimed towards the wall. But didn't I see some sparks in that truck before he went in the corner?
That is the Jack Sprague machine, the Fred Turner on Staff America Oldsmobile, as his car spins coming off of turn 2, trying to keep it out of the wall. He loops it once, loops it again, and the car will come down and just nose and side into that concrete retaining wall.
Oh, I see. Kyle Petty gets the back of him.
But I think he had, is that Morgan? I think Morgan had to back out of the throttle because he got loose. And when because he was there again, he had a car right on his right rear fender, and I think he got a little bit loose and he got out of the throttle a little bit. And Kyle was
Jack Sprague's truck is just going to turn hard right, cuts down the right front tire, makes hard contact with a safer barrier. Great news for these drivers, that safer barrier here, Michael.
Well, Phil, you've blown a right front tire.
That's the worst thing can happen.
Jack was right down on the white line. He was as low as he could be. He had no idea that tire was fixing to blow, shot up into that safer barrier, and he will be able to breathe.
Another angle. You can see the blue car of Grissom down on the inside. Gets about halfway up there, and then his right front touches the left side of the car number 74, and just enough to break him loose and slam.
What happens here? Darrell, I believe the 12 car, Ryan Newman, looks like he was out of shape, maybe starting to get loose by himself.
And Newman almost flipped over.
Remember, he had that hard crash at Daytona where he got on his roof at back in February.
I can't imagine that there wasn't some sort of contact.
Quite some time. Here is the incident right here. Brendan Gaughan had to chase his truck up, caught the left rear.
And that's what I talked about earlier. The truck on the inside loses the arrow, loses a side fork.
With Todd on the outside. Now what's going to happen? Sprague's car's going to wiggle a little bit. It's going to move up the track. It's going to suck the bottom of it. See it go down. And now the bottom, the thing comes around with him, hits Todd on the outside.
And there's nowhere for the rest of these cars to go. Casey Kane, the 98, almost gets over all the way over.
As you go through turns 1 and 2 down here, there's some swell, some real kind of, the car wants to porpoise a little bit as it goes through that corner. Todd Bodine going by, and then all of a sudden Kyle
drove right in front of those guys. Jack Sprague had to check up. Steve Park had to.
All over the back of Quapo. We see a little contact right there. He's not done yet. Spins him around, and they're both wrecked into the wall. Into the wall.
Unbelievable.
First and second.
On lap 33, the fireworks came in turn 4. Todd Bodine spins, taking out the 2 front row starters, Jack Sprague and David Green.
He's way up high, gets into loose stuff. Back end comes around and can't quite. Almost had it corrected, just not quite.
And then Derek Cope. Well, and you can see he's already good, well, and sideways at that point. Look at, he's full on the throttle, and he doesn't even ever get the wall. Now he's looking where he wants to go. He's on full steering lock there, and look at that.
Whew. Wow. We never saw that before. Derek gets all the way up on the side.
Derek Cope lucky not to get over that wall.
Kenny Wallace, the 48 car right there.
Oh, I don't know. It looked like Shane Meal possibly just got into the back of the 10 car.
The 47 car, yeah.
Yeah, got into Riggs. Look at that 2 flipping. Looks like Rusty Wallace's flip in the number 2 Winston Cup car here not many years ago.
And when they hit the grass, it even tumbled more. There's Randy LaJoy. Greg Biffle.
Oh, Biffle.
There's Kerry Earnhardt.
There's everybody. Jack
Sprague, our point leader.
And the track's completely
Tim Sauter. All the Sauters.
I think we did the right thing by saying who wasn't in it.
And because it could unfold right here.
Yeah, the left front tire was rubbing on the fender and it wouldn't turn going in the corner.
And there, Bobby Labonte, he may have got tagged from behind, and he gets hit by Kevin Harvick in the 29 as well.
Up to 8th, and now has dropped back to the.
Oh, look, Jack Sprague into the wall.
Jack Sprague hard into the wall. Our first caution of the night has come.
Car breaking away, getting up on top. That looks like Sprague.
Looks like Sprague back the car right here. Now they start sliding in, nowhere to go. There's Chuck Bound backed into Sprague. Then Bound was clipped by a car on the inside.
Gets that little bobble right there. Call that the hospital wobble right there.
A lap before and looked as though he was slowing down on the inside of the track and got caught up in all this. Maybe he was coming in for a stop.
You see Jack Sprague get turned around sideways, and his truck turns back around, goes back up the racetrack, right in front of all these trucks. Wow. And you can see what those guys see. Absolutely nothing. Just smoke.
Let's check out some of these guys that did a good job slipping through this deal.
Sprague got hit pretty hard there by Musgrave. There's Bobby Hamilton sliding around.
That's a track blocker, Phil. Nobody got through it.
Well, there's Ken Weaver coming in and hitting the 31 of J.R. Armendia really, really hard.
Mike, some of the cars have already turned sideways, and here's what you get into the car. This other car's going to loop back up and get into 11 cars, going to get right back up in the race group. Right now, the track is totally plugged. Everybody's starting to try to slow down. One trying to snowball reaction. One guy stops, the other guy runs into him, and there's just nowhere to go. These other cars can continue to run into this. A little bit of fire right there out of one of the cars. Thank goodness it went out.
Yeah, the first car to spin was Jamie Oakley.
For 6th place, Jimmy Hensley, number 16, and a sensor hard in the wall.
He did. I don't know if they locked the brakes or what happened, but boy, he did go hard into that wall.
More trucks involved there. That's Jack Sprague, number 24, on fire there.
Rob Morgan and Sprague piled in.
Look and see if we can see what happened this time.
Well, a couple of cars already spinning out. There's Todd Bodine in the red car, and I believe that was Rodney Combs in the white car in front.
Mike Skinner to get a little momentum.
He's coming in pit. Oh, problems for Jack Sprague. He's going to slide in front of the field. Right into the trioval they go. Jack Sprague slides into the infield and catches about 3 or 4 trucks. One of those being the 33 of Ron Hornaday.
Ron Hornaday got caught. There's Eric Darnell, made hard contact with the inside wall.
6 of Travis Quappo's got big damage.
You can hear all the noise. The truck obviously dropped down on the right front because of tire went flat. Here it is again. You see the smoke. There's the oil line came off. Jack got in the oil around the truck. When you see Greg Biffle, he's locking his brakes up to try to avoid Jack Sprague. Almost got clipped by Joe Ruttman, but Jack Sprague.
Oh, it'll get a little. Hard. That's going to cause a crash.
Clint Boyer into the wall hard. The 77 into the wall hard. And we don't get done with first lap, and already there's a 60 of Jackson.
Who's going to be credited with this win?
What happened to Matt Crafton?
Matt Crafton gets on the inside.
Got loose and just turns right back up into this pack.
Going to hit David Ruderman in the 17 truck. There's Jack Sprague. He gets hit into the outside wall.
And you see Bobby Hamilton and Jimmy Spencer were just side by side when that was all taking place.
Whatever NASCAR calls it won't be a mistake. They were
kind of news. Not that Jack is so down into turn 1. He just never gets it down to the inside. He couldn't stop it, and he just couldn't stop it. But I mean, he never got it to the.
There the tire goes.
Wow! Look at the damage to that truck.
see what happened. You see Tony on the outside. He came down a little bit, looks like made a little contact with Kelly Sutton, the 0-2. Almost had it saved. Ted Musgrave said, please get out of my way.
Ted did a great job of patiently waiting. Here comes Hamilton in the back. Can't see because of all the smoke and runs right into Jack Sprague.
He probably did some damage to the left rear of Jack Sprague. He might have bent the rear end housing. That's why they pushed Jack Sprague behind the wall.
And there you see the truck. As it went in turn 3, I just happened to look that way. And as they went in turn 3, the truck just never attempted to turn straight in the outside retaining wall. And here, the reason this truck stops.
There we are. That's our lead battle. Watch Jack. He makes contact with the wall coming off turn 2. That's probably what happened. You see the smoke right there. He's got a serious tire rub. When he gets down to turn number 3, that tire's going to go away. That's why when I looked over and he was running slow, watch. When he gets down there, all of a sudden, that truck's going to take off. There the tire goes down and into the outside wall he goes. Yeah.
Now the tire's gone. Now the right front tire is deteriorating. He has no control. Let's listen. He hits the wall because he cannot steer it. He can't drive it.
Yeah, it's one thing for a
Here's Crawford coming the red truck. Bam! He hits the wall hard. When he gets a blow from Jack Sprague. So it looks like 5 or 6 trucks involved.
And Benny, that's very, very hard.
Inside just a little bit. Joe was right there. He made hard contact with the inside wall, spinning back across the racetrack. Jack ran in the back of it. I'm not sure if it was a yellow. Is that the one of Aaron Fike?
Aaron Fike.
Aaron Fike probably saw that accident before Jack, or his spotter saw it, backed off the throttle, and Jack ran right in the back of him. What a tough break for Jack Sprague.
Well, Phil, it looked a little crazy to me because Aaron Fike was trying the low line. And
here with Bob Keselowski. Certainly nobody was behind Jack Sprague. Might be worthy of another view.
Jack tried to go down.
And Sprague just loses it coming off 2. And a couple of trucks get by, and Rob Morgan is not able to get by. And we couldn't tell from that angle if Tolsma and Sprague got together, but certainly.
We got Dodge on the bottom. Whoa, right up in front, and there's contact as Riggs goes right up into the 24 truck of our champion, Jack Sprague.